Alright, so I'm gonna start on the outside. Now, the outside is paper, and I always like to reinforce the spine. You can imagine that if you open it up, open, close, during the years, then this is very fragile. It maybe is perfect. I don't know. I don't have used these kind of albums many years because normally they would go. But I always say, just in case, it will be nice if you make sure that it will not happen. So what I like to do is bookbinder's linen. Now I have here black leather look, bookbinder's linen. You also can use Tyvek or something. That's also that many people use. But for this particular, I just use bookbinder's linen because it does not tear. So that is the main thing. I am gonna add this on the spine to make sure that it does not crack. And maybe it will not if you're not going to use this. You also can use, by the way, book tablecloth or something. Sometimes I do find very nice tablecloth. Vinyl also works pretty nice. If you don't find any book binder's linen, then tablecloth will do. If you find a nice thin one, not too thick. Also leather. Leather is also very nice to use if it's not too thick. Fabric sometimes also is very nice. Just use a good glue when you're going to use fabric. Yeah, that's all kind of materials are nice to be using. I also going to use glue always. Want to have double secureness. Some countries it's pretty hot and then the tape will dry out. Why do I then use tape? Well, it secures it double. Makes it easier to make the glue set down. So that's why I use double. Alright, so I'm just going to put that on nicely in the middle, check below, let's drop it, and because of the glue I can wiggle a little. I bent this a little already, otherwise it's too tight, but this, see, this bends nice. Alright, so I'm just going to burnish it down. Make sure that you are everywhere. I'm gonna make it this way. So I'm sure that everything is attached. Alright, now I forgot to tell that before you are going to attach paper or bookbinder's linen on the outside, you need to think of what kind, if you want to do a closure on a book, think before you're going to add stuff on your cover. Also on the inside, just think about, do you want to have a ribbon closure? Then I suggest that you put a ribbon around it, and then you can tie it right here and then do design paper on top. Always do the ribbon all the way around, otherwise you're going to tie this and it will take it out. Then that's a ribbon closure. What else? Maybe you want to have a closure right here, then you can just go ahead, put some design paper on your cover, and then later you can attach your piece on the back and then it will close down, and then you can still add something right here. That's always think forward. Always think forward. What do I want? And then when do I attach it? So if your cover is still blank, then think about what kind of closure do you want. Now for me, I think I like having a closure something like this, so I only have to think about that. The inside I do not decorate, so I can decide that later. But if you want to do a closure, a ribbon closure, then just add it right now. Alright. Yeah, so I do add my bookbinder's linen just to make sure that everything is nice and tight. So yeah, now I can put the further things on. Yeah, you can decide whatever you want. I think I will go for this paper. And this is the back of this one, and I just cut out these pieces. And I also cut out the front. So maybe I can add this nicely in the middle and then have, what do you think about this? Something like that, and then here have a closure. Could be. This is also nice to do. Just play around, play a little bit and just see what you want. I also think that this is nice. And then this. And then maybe this piece right here. Something like that. Possible. Just put something on and just continuing doing that till you are satisfied with what you... I really like this one. So I'm just going to start with put this on here. I really like it. You can also decide to put some ribbon around this one, but for this particular I am not, so I'm just going to add this. Alright, so let's see how I decorate it all. Okay, so far so good. I ended up with this, and on the spine I really like it. So I made this little pocket right here at the bottom where you can still add a few little tags. Super cute. And I cut out one of these images and another little image. I mean, it's playful, like little blocks. Little child are playing with little blocks. I kind of wanted to recreate that. And then the back also. I could not resist just cutting out for the papers that I worked with, Graphic 45, and then I decorated some extra. Alright, so yeah, just have fun guys. Just have fun and do whatever you like to do on a cover. And as you can see, you will not see the bookbinder's linen right here. I did not, so you will not see. Normally I would do a little edge right here and everything, but I really like this paper, so I wanted to fully cover it up with papers. But the bookbinder's linen is under. Yeah, so it's protected. Alright, stay tuned.